Hey everybody, this is Jen. Welcome to the homestead and welcome to my channel. So you're probably going to hear a little bit of noise today. My husband's out splitting wood, and so he's moving equipment around, things like that. But I wanted to show you what we got done during the earlier part of the day today. It's been amazing. So follow me along right here on Garden Jen's Journey. All right, so today I was able to come out and do some garden work. We're trying to get the garden ready to go to bed, so to speak, so it's ready to go in the spring. We're having a late winter, which we're not going to complain about, but there's no snow. The weather is very nice. I mean, it's in the mid 40s with sunshine, so it's feeling beautiful out. But I wanted to show you what we were able to get done today, since it's been such a beautiful day. So let's go for a walk. All right, so this is kind of ground zero. This is where we've been starting from. This is our riding lawnmower that we've used to move some stuff around. My husband just got done doing the wood, so he parked it back here. But you can see the leaf pile next to it to kind of give you a size reference. So this was about twice as big when we started this morning. I'm not kidding you. It was about twice as big. So we got the leaf pile here, and then this is pine bark mulch that I use as a top dressing. And then this is our compost pile, where my husband brings a lot of his grass clippings. We actually have a pile here because I'm using it to make some compost, some smaller batches of compost, and then some other yard waste. But yeah, when he brings home stuff from his lawn care business, it all goes here so it can start composting down. Now this is what we've been working on today. This is my main garden area. So it's going to be a little bit in the shadows because the sun is directly behind us. So bear with us here. So if you can see all the little sticks here, you should be able to see them. But this is my rose garden, my rose patch. So we got this covered with the leaf mulch. Then we have, these are my currants that actually survived. I lost about 75% of currants this year because of the weather and the pollution from the Canadian wildfires. So yeah, so I lost half my currants, but we got the rest of them covered. Hold on a minute, I do have to pick up my cat Tiny. Say hi, Tiny. He's a miracle times 2. So yes, Tiny loves to be carried around. He's a big baby. So anyways, moving on. So what we've been working on, I took the trellis down that was right here. That's why there's all this tall grass here. My husband hasn't gotten to that yet. That's okay. So this is what we've been working on. This is our large garden space, and he has rototilled most of it under. And then we've been top dressing it with the leaf mulch, a very thick amount of leaf mulch. It's about 8 or so inches thick. So you can see how we went through that pile quite a bit already, because yeah, about 8 inches thick. And some people have asked me if this is shredded or not, so it will compost down. And the answer is yes, no. My husband owns a lawn care company, and so depending on the size of the job, he can use a lawnmower to bag it, and so it will be chopped up. But other spots, down you go, Tiny. Other spots, like the one he did last weekend, was a huge yard. very thick with leaves because it was a lot of trees, and he couldn't use the lawnmower over it because it was basically as thick as this right now. It was about 8 inches thick. So he had to rake that all by hand. So those are not broken down. But what we're trying to do here, more than just making some mulch, is we're trying to get this garden to the back to Eden style garden that we're used to working with. And it's been a long road because this is a brand new garden space, huge garden space. And trying to cover this much garden space with mulch is very, very expensive. We can't get the tree companies to come who's got those wood chips and stuff, you know, from chipping trees. We live out in the boondocks, so we actually have to go purchase mulch. So that is very, very expensive to do. So anyways, we are doing it this way. Like I said, my husband had to rototill all this down. If you've seen my videos this summer, the few that I did, this garden just became a weed zone. It was horrible. It just became overgrown. Things were not growing anyways because of the environment. So he just rototilled it all under for me. So all the organic matter is back into the ground, and that will compost into the ground. And then we are covering this with the leaf mulch, which because it's not all chipped up, it will actually form a very thick and wet mat, kind of like if you put cardboard down, which will help prevent the weeds from coming up. And then it will slowly break down over time. So yes, these are chipped, but they're not chipped at the same time, but they're going to serve the purpose I need them to. All right, we have some birds. There's some chickadees. Let's see if I can zoom in. I don't know if you'll be able to see them. These are my Mongolian giant sunflowers, and that's why I have them there with the trellis, so the birds can sit there and enjoy it. Alright, so we're going back out. So yeah, so we've been working on all this, and we finished with the leaves here because we started doing the garden in sections, which is why you saw leaves way in back and then no leaves here, because this was actually the last section my husband worked on. And then I was working on a different kind of project at the same time. Kind of funny. But what I did here is I had a couple of herbs that were in odd spots because of the original way I had planted this garden 2 years ago. So I had to move them because they were just not in a good spot anymore. So I moved my sage over here, and then here you can't really see it because it's kind of small at the moment, but it's my thyme. And then they're all next to the row of lavender. So I moved these guys, watered them in, and then I started putting down the thick layer of pine bark mulch here. That way we can keep these guys nice and happy. And since I'm just doing this one small area, I was okay with using the pine bark mulch instead of just the leaf mulch, because I really don't want the leaves up against the lavender and the sage right now. So, see the woodpecker right there? It's a downy woodpecker, I think. I can't quite see because the sun is blinding me. But anyway, so yeah, this is what we've been working on, is getting the garden all rototilled and where it needed to be rototilled, and then putting the mulch down to cover the ground. So hopefully next year we won't have weeds anymore like we did this year. So that's what's going on the homestead. A lot of garden prep since it's a beautiful day in November. It is so weird, but we are enjoying it. So thank you for taking a walk with me today in the garden spaces, kind of seeing what's going on. And I'll try to keep you guys updated if we do anything else. But I don't know how many more nice days we're going to have here in November in central Michigan, zone 5. This is just really, really weird weather. But anyways, like I said, we'll take it. So thanks for being with me today, you guys. And I hope wherever you are wonderfully blessed. Bye-bye.